Hello everyone, it's Sal, Stretford Post. How you all doing? And welcome to another episode of Chatterbox. Hope everyone is doing good, doing fine, having a fabulous Sunday, guys. It is Sunday. It feels like Saturday today. I don't know why. I just think it feels a little bit like Saturday, but it is Sunday. I'm sorry you have to go to work tomorrow. I mean, when I was raised in England, Sunday was one of those worst days. You know, when you get to the afternoon in Sunday and there used to be songs of praise, you know, what was the other, Heartbeat, and those sort of programs used to come on during the afternoon, and you know, you could really taste that work, school coming. You know, you can really feel it in the Sunday evening, of course, but not anymore. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Sunday, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Absolutely welcome. Of course, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new and smash a like on the video. If you guys could do that for me, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me today. Now, let's get straight into it, of course, in regards to Manchester United, because that is what it is all about. It is all about Manchester United, of course, and none other than Arda Güler. Arda Güler is a player that I rate very highly. He's a player that plays for Real Madrid. He hasn't started as many games as he would like. He's an incredibly talented player. Of course, we know all about Arda Güler. Many people know about him. He is only 20 years old, of course. So breaking into that Real Madrid team is not going to be easy. We know that, don't we? At the end of the day, we know it's not going to be easy. We know that, you have to be a special talent anyway to play for Real Madrid. Now, Arda Güler, it's been said to want first team football, and Manchester United are huge admirers of Arda Güler. But what I would say, and again, but I'm just reporting the news to you guys in regards to the transfers that are circulating at the moment, and who Man United are players that Man United are interested in. Real Madrid have slapped an 80 million euro price tag on Arda Güler. Arda Güler's face value is only 45 million. They've slapped an 80 million plus transfer fee on Arda Güler. Now, look, you know what? What I would say is that, does that outprice us? Does that, does that cancel us out? I mean, look, you know what? I don't think Man United are going to spend more than 50 million on an individual player this summer. I believe that, as much as we are interested in Arda Güler, and Man United are still interested in Arda Güler and are willing to go head to head with other teams for the signature of Arda Güler, I just don't think Man United are going to spend that amount of money, guys. I really don't. But, you never know what's going to happen with the likes of Anthony, with the likes of Rashford, with the likes of, Malacia and Casemiro and Lindelof and Eriksen potentially leaving the club. You never know what could happen. Man United might get a golden egg, so to speak, and might get one very expensive player, and the rest of them they might get for 15, 20 million. It could work like that. But I just personally think that it is a stretch. It is a stretch. And I also think that Man United need to get the gear in order when it comes to scouting players. Like I was talking earlier about AC Milan scouting, about AC Milan's youth team. I've been talking a lot, and I'm going to be doing a lot more videos about scouting, about players around the world that Man United could get, who are highly talented, who will cost a fraction of the price. Arda Güler would be a fantastic player for Manchester United. Of course he would. He would fit perfectly behind the striker for Ruben Amorim. He'd be absolutely perfect. But you know what? The price tag, 45 million euros. Yeah, I can hold that. I think that would be good. But you know what? When you get to 80 million, that's when it starts to get a bit ridiculous, does it, at the end of the day? Let's read some of your comments, guys. Big up everyone in the house. Big up Sanjay. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Big up Danny B. What's going on, bro? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're good. Of course, I always thought that Arda would be a long shot anyway. Yep, absolutely. Too expensive for Spinios, Sanjay. Yeah, it is too expensive. 80 million is a lot of money for Manchester United at the moment, and Man United are not going to be doing those transfers anymore. Unfortunately for some people. But you know what? We are still interested in Arda Güler. Now, look, you know what? It could be spin. But Real Madrid have slapped an 80 million price tag on Arda Güler. Can you really see Man United pulling all stops to sign Arda Güler for 80 million? I mean, no, I don't think it's going to happen. I think Man United now, in these days, in this environment, will be signing players of a less known less pricier range, of course, guys. We're shopping in pound stretchers. We're not shopping in Waitrose anymore. I don't know, but that is what's happening at the moment. We're shopping in pound stretchers, not Waitrose or Poundland, should we say. I don't know if Poundland still exists, guys, absolutely. Big up Joe Blackman. What's going on, you legend? Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're good, mate. Good to see you, mate. Good to see everyone in the house today. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Of course, you absolute legends. Jay, what's going on, my friend? They're money hungry, joke team. Absolutely, they are money hungry, mate. Real Madrid are definitely money hungry. 80 million for Arda Güler is a lot of money. He's a very talented player, but I would push Arda Güler up until about 55, 60 million. Anything above that is just getting ridiculous. It's getting stupid because you can get Nico Williams, right? Let's say Nico Williams for about 90. Guys, you couldn't you? You could probably get Nico Williams about 90. If it's a stretch, you get 90 plus incentives about 100, 110 million, right? You can get that rather than signing Arda Güler. So I mean, pricing a price tag of that nature on a player that young is a bit crazy. I agree. Absolutely. They are money hungry, Real Madrid. They never do us any favors. We know with obviously Casemiro and players of that nature, Rafael, Varane as well, who cost a lot of money. They never give us anything for free, do they? I mean, Di Maria was one of our worst signings of all time, came from Real Madrid, didn't he, at the end of the day? Do you know what I mean? And we paid a lot of money for him as well. Big up, Joe. Of course, the legends in the house. Of course, guys. Good afternoon, Sal. Mods. Aha. Let me sort this out, mate. Let me sort this out. Right. Okay. Now, let me get this up. Let me get this up. 1 second. 1 second, my brother. 1 second. I'll sort it out. I will sort it out. I will sort it out. Let me have a look at this. 1 second. I've got to do this. Right. So if I go here, if I go down to settings, and if I go to communities, if I go to managing moderators or standard moderators, mate, Shah Alam. 1 second. Shah Alam. Is it that one? Which one is it? Let me see. There's quite a few Shah Alams, to be fair. It's the blue one, isn't it? It's the blue one. Shah, let me know if you get this, bruv. Let me know if you get this. Boom. There we go. Save that. I think you're a mod now, Shah. I believe so. I'm not 100% sure. But I think you are. Michael, what's going on? I thought you were doing a poll for your next mod, Janos out. Shah won the poll, Michael. You weren't here this morning. Shah won the poll, mate. Absolutely. Big up, Danny B. Big up. Sal, please tell me Longstaff talks are bull. Please, Danny B, don't do this to me, brother. Don't do this to me. You can't give me you can't give me Longstaff. That's a long thing. It's a long thing. It's a long thing. I made a song once called It's a Long Thing a long time ago, guys. By the way, I don't want Longstaff. Absolutely not. That is a long thing. I don't want that. Longstaff is so 2017, isn't it? 2016, isn't it? Or 2008? Was it Ole Gunnar Solskjaer period? Wasn't it around that time? I mean, no chance. Absolutely. Absolutely no. Absolutely not. Absolutely. 60 million, says Joe Blackman, for tops for Arda. Absolutely. Yeah, 60 million. I agree with that, Joe. Nothing above 60. You can't be placing an 80 million price tag when Nico Williams is going for 90, around that mark, isn't it? You can't do that. I mean, Nico Williams is a proven European champion, one of the players of the tournament. Arda was, he was all right. You know what I mean? He's a good player. You know what I mean? But he needs development, you know, and you can't be paying that much money for Arda Güler. As much as I love the player, I think he's fantastic. As much as I love him, but I'd much rather spend the money on someone like Nico Williams. If we're going to spend that much money, we might as well spend it effectively, of course, guys. Effectively. Yeah, absolutely. Big up, of course. Big up, of course, everyone in the house, of course, guys. Thank you so much. Big up, everyone. Hello, big up Shah, big up yourself. No, not yet. Have I given the wrong person a bloody you know what, I've just probably given some random person a moderator on Stretford Post. Let me sort this out. I've probably given some random person, some people say, who's this madman? Who's this madman giving out all these what is it called, mods and stuff like that? Let me have a look at this. Let me have a look. I have to have a look at this, to be honest with you. Settings, community, standard moderator. Let's get rid of that, Shah. Let me do it like this. Let me do it like this, because I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to do it like this. Anything. This is for my people, for all my party people. This is for my people, my entertaining people. Come on, get down, get going down. Come on, absolutely. Let's do this. Right, let's have a look. This is the Stretford Post. You'll be seeing Stretford Post. The Stretford Post. You've been to Stretford. Have you been to Stretford? I've been Stratford, mate. Stretford Post. How comes I'm coming up with that? What the flipping Stretford? Oh, sorry, I can't even spell my own bloody name. There we go. Stretford Post. There. No, that's not the one. That's bare old. Stret Post. For goodness sake, you guys. Stretford Post. There we go. Right. Let me have a look. This is for my blood. Right, let me have a look. See if I can get Shah the moderator. That's the task today. I'm not good at these things, guys. You know what I mean? Let me have a look. There you go. There you go, Shah. There you go, my guy. I got you, bruv. We got this. We got this, brother. There we go. We got this. Joe Blackman. Who else is going to be a moderator? Kenny, Danny B, Kenny, big up Danny B, of course, man like Kenny, absolutely Kenny in the house, actually. I thought we were meant to make staff redundant now, but this is what's going to happen, Shah. This is exactly what's going to happen. Let me tell you one thing, and I will shave off my hair and my eyebrows if I'm wrong. Absolutely. If I'm wrong, I will shave off my eyebrows. And Man United will spend money this summer. And what's going to happen, guys? People are going to get giddy. People are going to get excited and go, oh, I can't believe we got the new. Oh, my God. Oh, you know, Ineos like a boss. Absolutely. Yeah, goodness me. Every day I'm cuffing them. Every day I'm cuffing them. Every day I'm cuffing them. And you remember You remember 50 Cent versus Rick Ross? Every day I'm cuffing them, because they thought Rick Ross was a Fed. But anyway, apart from that, guys, look, what I would say is that, you know what, don't be surprised, guys, if Manchester United sign a lot of players this summer, and you're going to be like, where the hell did they get that secret stash on money from under the floorboards? Of course they did. At the end of the day, they got a secret stash of money, and they are going to use that money. And what's going to happen? People are going to forget about the redundancies. They're going to forget about all that money they've saved, the penny pinching and stuff like that. That is what they're doing at the end of the day. Man United will spend money this summer. Anthony's going. Rashford most likely will go. Luke Shaw should go. Malacia will go. Ericsson, Lindelof. Contracts right now. Evans gone. That's 7 so far, guys. Who else? Who else is going to be leaving the football club? Who else, guys? Now, I want to talk. Let me read this. Barely starts around Madrid. Yeah, that's the thing, Kenny. This is the problem. Arda Güler does want first team football, and this is the key. But Real Madrid slapping a 80 million price tag on him is pathetic. It is pathetic. Slapping an 80 million price tag on him, and that is disgusting. For me, absolutely out of order. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. Grit my teeth stuff like that. You know what I mean? If you're raised in the council estate, guys, you know that, you know what, you got a balcony, and if you come home late for tea, it's like, oi, get the effing up here right now when you're playing football in the estate. Anyway, apart from that, guys, absolutely buzzing. But I tell you what, right? At the end of the day, 80 million euros, pounds, is a lot of money. Yens, whatever it is a lot of money, guys. And you know what? Ineos would be like, you know what Jim Ratcliffe does? And you can tell a person when they're lying, right? And I want to say this. This is what Jim Ratcliffe does. No, don't know about it. To be honest with you, I don't know. He looks down. He looks down at the floor. He doesn't look up. He doesn't look at someone in the eye. You always can tell something about looking someone in the eye, dead in the eye. You can always tell about someone when they don't look you dead in the eye, isn't it? At the end of the day, in my humblest of humbles. You can mod people from the chats out. Yeah, I know that now, Joe. I'm a bit dumb today, of course. I have done it though. I have done it. Shah. Absolutely. Don't go blocking everyone, Shah, on my channel. That happened to me before, going around blocking everyone so I don't get any viewers. So I'm here by myself. By Celine Dion. Do you know what I mean? Don't go blocking everyone. Don't go breaking my heart. Yeah, absolutely, guys. But just keep it cushy. If you're gonna block someone, Shah, let me know first. All right, Stratford Post. Let me know first if you're gonna block someone, because I am a very thick-skinned guy. I can take the backlash. I can take it, absolutely. But anyone annoys, say, Sal, I'm asking you permission. Could I block this guy? And I'll say, red button, you can do it, absolutely. Big up, Shah. Say something, Shah, absolutely. Say something. Yeah, say something. Big up. Mr. Sal, I want to become a mod, Sal. You know what? I don't know about you, Michael. I don't know about you, mate. Michael, I love you, brother, but you know what? I don't know about you, mate. I don't know, mate. I don't know. You're a cliffhanger, mate. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I mean, I like you, Michael. You know what? You're right, you are. But you know what, Michael? You know what, Mike? Mike MC. You know, Mike, look, listen, right? Listen. I'll add you. Just give me a second, Michael. I'll add you, mate. I'll add you, pal. I'll definitely add you, mate. Woo. Ric Flair is in the house. SLD, what's going on? Woo, absolutely. Woo, SLD, what's going on, mate? Absolutely. Styling and profiling. SLD is in the house. Styling and profiling. Do you remember when Ric Flair, back in the old days, the old wrestling and stuff like that, and it was Elizabeth and Macho Man, and then he had an affair with Macho Man's wife, Elizabeth, and stuff like that. Styling and profiling. Woo, absolutely, definitely. We will spend money, but I also think we will get rid of players that we don't want to get rid of. Personally, Joe, I think you're right, mate. I think you're absolutely spot on, bruv. I think at the end of the day, there's going to be at least one player that we're going to disagree with. We're going to say, why are we selling him? How are we selling him? Whether that's Garnacho, whether that is Mainu, whoever it is. At the end of the day, there's going to be a player that people are going to be. Personally, I think it should be Dalot. I know that's going to upset a lot of people. Personally, I think it should be Danot, but you know what? Anyway, Garnacho, Mainu, those type of players, one of them may go. And this is why I don't get caught up in the spin. This is why I don't get caught up in transfer rumors. And you know what? In regards to players wanting to leave because they want new contracts and things like that. I always ask myself, who leaked the contract news to the media? Why has it been leaked? All right? Why would it be leaked? Kobe Mainu and his agents don't benefit from contract negotiations being leaked. It only creates toxicity. And that's why I think that some of these rumors are being planted there as seeds to kind of destabilize the fan base and turn the fan base against him. And then when we do eventually sell Kobe Mainu, it's like, oh, well, you know what? He was a mercenary anyway. And that's the thing, do you know what I mean? And I don't fall for those silly little business tricks, you know what I mean? From these corporate Werther's original sucking idiots, do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I tend to look at things from a different point of view, being streetwise at the end of the day. And that's what I do. And you know what? I do have my suspicions. I'm not saying it's totally lie about the contract, but I have got my suspicions about it, definitely, absolutely. Big up, of course. Sal, do you think even with the Champions League football, we still have to sell to buy? I mean, look, Shah, you know what? I would say that this summer is going to be a serious education for all of us. I think that with Ineos, they're not giving away too much in regards to what they want to do. I'm only hearing that they're going to spend a certain amount of money if they sell a few players. Of course, if we get Champions League football, that excuse that Ineos want to use, which they will use against us, if we don't get into the Champions League, they will use that against us. They were saying to someone, we didn't qualify for the Champions League, and you know how that is like an 80 million loss on the team. Look, you know, it's one thing. I want to say this very, very clearly, guys, about people who are trying to pull your leg or trying to pull wool over your eyes, right? We have money coming in too. We get 30 million for 13th, finishing 13th in the Premier League. 13th in the Premier League, right? That is alone money coming in. Now, a mark of a great owner is someone who say, well, we can get money from them, we can get money from here. They only mention expenditure. They only mention what we're spending. So it's very important that we get in the Champions League so they can delete that excuse from their head. Because we all know that we get 80 million for the Champions League. We all know if we get in the Champions League, we get 30 million, around that much for winning the Europa League, right? We all know that we get another 30 million for finishing 13th in the Premier League. If you finish higher, it's 4 million per position, right? So, that is the lowest probably, but I think Man United will finish. So that is another 30 million. Do you know what I mean? We all know that we can get up to 40 million for Anthony. We can get another 40 million for Rashford. So come on, guys. What's coming? Come on down. What's going on? We're getting another few million for Sancho. So look, they cannot throw wool over my eyes. I know they've got expenditure, but this thing about, we got to pay for Sancho. We still owe money for Sancho. We still owe money for Anthony. No. That's installment plan. That's installment plan. If I get myself a brand new television from Dixon's, right, and I pull it on credit, right, I'm going to be paying £30 a month. I'm not going to pay it for 2 months and then pay off the rest. Absolutely not. I'm going to get it at £30 a month, ain't I? You know what I mean? 32-inch brand new. Do you know what I mean? Big box television that I bought from Dixon's all those years ago. Or was it Curry's? One of them lot. It is installment plan. You want an installment plan? Installment plan. That is what it is at the end of the day. And you know what? They have money. They're going to lie to you. They're going to manipulate you. They're going to pull your leg. They're going to try and pull wool over your eyes. And you know what? It's up to us to be ahead of the game. Peep the game. That's what I would say at the end of the day. Joe Yardman. There you go. Joe Yardman. He's calling you a Yardman, mate. A Yardman. There you go. Big up Joe Yardman. Definitely. A new YouTube channel, Joe Yardman, of course. Tariq, what's going on? Tariq Shaheen, how you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Anana, you know what? That is a question for the jury. That's a question for the jury. Anana, should we keep Anana? Now, that is a good question, Tariq, and thank you for the question, because I'm going to do a poll in regards to Anana. I'm going to do a poll in regards to Anana right now, right here, right now. Absolutely. Do I want premium? No, thanks. So I'm going to do a poll in regards to Anana. Right, let's have a look at this. Should we sell Onana? Question mark. Yes. Of course, Onana has openly said that he doesn't want to leave Manchester United. He doesn't want to leave. There's the poll. I've written a poll right there. Absolutely. There you go. Live in color. Could you do it on 2 accounts, Michael Arthur and Michael Benthwaite? This just in case my tablet dies, Sal. I'll do it later on, mate. I'll do it later on. I'm having a big problem with my computer at the moment, Michael. Absolutely. It's been a nightmare at the end. I would do it, mate. I'll do it for you. I know both of your accounts, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll do it, mate. Absolutely. Paul plays. Thoughts on Arda Güler? The boy is not having a game time. Do you think he leaves Madrid because there is no space for him in their midfield? Paul, we've been speaking about this on this show today, and basically Real Madrid has slapped a 80 million price tag on Arda Güler. I mean, that is too much, isn't it? You got to be realistic here. Do you know what I mean? And then people are talking about, guys, let's be realistic here, right? Let's be honest, right? If Marcus Rashford is going for 40 million, Arda's not 80. Come on. Every time it's Man United, they like to double the price. They like to throw 20 million, 30 million on the price tag. You know what I mean? 40 million, 80 million for Anthony and Rashford, around that much, if we're lucky. And they're trying to sell Arda Güler for 80 million. I like the player. It's just that they need to lower the price, guys. Now, lowering the price equals cheap and cheerful transfers. Of course, Manchester United do need cheap and cheerful transfers. And I want to bring this player in because I bought this player in before. I spoke about this player before. His name is Charalampos Kostoulas. If that is how I pronounce it right. Charalampos Kostoulas. Kostoulas. Kostoulas, right? Kostoulas is a Greek player who plays for Olympiacos. He's a 17-year-old, and at the moment, he's absolutely smashing it at Olympiacos, doing so well. Contract runs out in 2030, but a highly ranked player. Now, his market value, guys, his market value is only 8 million euros, guys. That is what the key is. He's a centre forward, can play attacking midfielder, can play as a striker as well. 17 years old, guys. Absolutely incredible player coming through the ranks. 8 million euros, which is the key. At the end of the day, he's played all the way through under 16s, under 21s, and he's just about to get into the Greek national team. Centre forward, second striker, attacking midfielder. Perfect for Ruben Amorim's system, of course. Kostoulas, forget about the first name. Kostoulas is the guy at Manchester United are looking at. 8 million euros. Double that. Double your money. 18 million, 16 million euros, 16 million euros if it is Man United tax. So these are the transfers, a bit like Dorgu, that Man United will be looking at in the summer. Most likely, more likely, Man United will be looking at this in the summer. 18 million for Gula. You know what's going to happen. Jim Ratcliffe would choke on his word as original, and he will, you know what, we won't see him again at the end of the day. God forbid, at the end of the day. Big up, Joe. Big up, of course. Smash the likes video. Thank you so much, Shah. Listen to Shah. I think everyone listen to Shah. Everyone should listen to Shah. Absolutely. Rick Shah. I won't sell. I won't sell. No problem, mate. No, but I got you, mate. I understand. I trust you, Michael Benthwaite. Even though your thing is changing, you got two accounts. Yeah, you got an orange and you got a brown one. An orange account, Michael, and a brown one. There's Michael Arthur and Michael Benthwaite. So there's Michael Arthur and Michael Benthwaite. Is it which one is it? At the end of it, Sal works hard to do these live shows every day. Show some love and drop a like. Thank you so much, brother. Really appreciate you, Joe. Absolutely legend, of course, man. Legend. Thank you so much. It is hard doing these shows every single day. Of course it is. I love doing it for the community. You know what I mean? But it's hard to get online sometimes, you know, when you're out and about. Today I was out. I was in Corniche, of course, guys. Those who tuned in earlier, I was in Corniche. Look at my face. I'm all burnt up like a cherry. Look at me, mate. I'm all burnt, mate. Flip, I didn't even look at my face. I'm looking at the camera. I'm not even looking at my face. I am burnt, mate. Look at me. I'm almost like this. I'm like this, mate. There you go. At the end of the day. Bigger SLD. Kenny, is it true that Ineos are targeting 3 signings? Just want to reconfirm. It's true and not true. Ineos are targeting real free transfers. Yes, they are. Jonathan David is one of them ones that Man United are looking at. And I'm a big fan of Jonathan Davis. I don't know why there's this big commotion about Jonathan Davis that, oh, if Man United signed Jonathan Davis, is an absolute travesty. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. No, I don't think, you know, it is a bad thing if we sign Jonathan Davis on a free transfer, experienced striker, prolific as well. But I do think Man United will spend money as well, Kenny. And you will see. You will see, and you're going to be like, where did we get this money from? How did we get this money? How did that come into the, you know what I mean, happen and stuff like that? And watch what's going to happen. Watch closely. Peep the game. In the summer, they're going to spend money, and you're going to be like, where did they get it from at the end of the day? I would keep, so would I, Michael. I would keep them too, my friend. I would keep them too. I would keep Mainu and Garnacho. But you know what? It's not my choice at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? It's not my choice. The only thing I can do is stay awake to the spin that has been planted in the media at the end of the day by we know who. At the end of the day, you know what? I have a gut feeling. I have that gut feeling. Do you know what I mean? That, you know, they are the ones planting these rumors, these sinister rumors and stuff like that in regards to some of the young players, because they know that the likes of Garnacho and Mainu would equate to full profit. It will be full profit. It will equate to that at the end of the day. Danny B, Boscagli, left centre back at PSG would be a free. We should be looking at, Kenny. Yeah, Danny B. Look, at the end of the day, don't be surprised if Man United do pick up some free transfers. At the end of the day, I'm wary about the PSV thing since the Arsenal game. Sorry, guys, but you know what I mean. You know what? I would say that this is the type of signing that Man United could possibly do. Yes, but Man United will spend money. But as we know, Danny B, me and you definitely know, there is a huge market in South America, and I've spoken about many South American players that are on Man United's transfer wish list right now. Right, I've spoken about it for weeks, and those who know. And we are interested in many South American players because you can get more for your money. You can get more for your money. You can get someone who's just as talented as for 15, 20 million than someone in Europe who's just as good or less good for about 50 million. So that is why we're going to go to South American as well. I won't be shocked. Look at our finances. We're broke FC, Kenny Fan FC. Absolutely, mate. I mean, look, guys, beware of people who tell you they're broke. Beware of people tell you they're broke. Ineos have their own money they can put into it. Trust me. Remember when before Erik ten Hag was being sacked? Do you remember what people were saying? We don't have money to sack Ten Hag. We don't have money to sack Ten Hag. Miraculously, we found the money. Miraculously, we found the money for Ruben Amorim to come in as well. They've got money. Trust me, they've got money. They're using this as to lower expectations. That's what they're doing. They're using this to lower their expectations on what we expect in the summer, of course, guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. Please, big up Kenny, of course. Danny B, give him 100 grand a week and performance bonus if he's perfect for this system, Kenny. Absolutely. Big up, Danny. We need to buy one get one free deal. Absolutely. Bottle of cornflakes, box of cornflakes, box of crunchy nut cornflakes, box of ricicles, free at the bottom of the box. Free, buy one, get one free. Absolutely. Buy one, get one free. Safeways, you know what I mean? Quick save. Marks and Spencer's. Buy one, get one free, guys. Absolutely. That is what it's all about. Half a pound of bananas. Buy one, get one free. Buy a bunch of grapes. Buy a get one free. That is what Man United are doing at the moment. You got Jim Ratcliffe there in his bloody apron with his little pad. You know what I mean? What do you call it? What do you call those pockets that have money in it? And he's got all that money in his pocket. He walks around with an apron with all that money in his pocket. Do you know what I mean? That's what he does with an apron and stuff like that. Absolutely. Danny B, I haven't watched him a lot, but absolutely. Big up Danny B. Listen to Danny B, guys. Listen to Danny B. Absolutely. Look at the heat map too, Kenny. Absolutely. Heat map. There you go. 300 smash the likes for you. Thank you so much, SLW, you legend. Absolutely. Sell Nana to 30 million. I mean, I would take that, Matata, all day long. You tell me, throw me that money. Give me the money, show me the money. I'm absolutely that at the end of the day. I am Tom Cruise. Show me the money. That's what I am. I'm that right now. I'm that. I'm showing me the money. If someone gives me 30 million for Onana, I'm saying, no. Baby, give it up. Baby, give it up. Give it up. Onana, you're gone, mate. At the end of the day, no more. That is gone. It's over. Kaput. I would quick sell Onana on FIFA. I wish I had Championship Manager. I wish Championship Manager was real. I would add managers and buy him from there. You know what I mean? If life was real, isn't it? If games were real, add manager and buy the player from that club to that club. Absolutely, it'd be fantastic, wouldn't it, if life was so simple? Sell Onana for 50 million up. Wow, if we get SLD, if we sell Onana for 50 million, my goodness me, we have to check something. That is dodgy. I don't think that. Saudi Arabians are clever people, man. Just hope Saudi swoop for Onana. Absolutely. Big up. Of course, big up. Rather pay 50 million for a Premier League player than Mbeumo and than Arda. Good point, Danny B. Good point. You never know. Look, at the end of the day, look, you know what? Life is not about absolutes, is it, Danny? You know, I think that you never know who's going to be that guy to take Man United to the next level. It could be Mbeumo. For example, I'll give you an example, Danny B. When we signed Michael Carrick, I didn't want Michael Carrick, right? I didn't want him. I thought, oh, Carrick, it's a bit like it was a boring signing. Do you know what I mean? A bit like when we signed Dwight York as well. I thought, you know what I mean? It's a bit of a boring signing, you know, but we know that it fit the team, didn't it? It fit the team. I want what's best for Ruben Amorim's system. I want what's best for this football team. That's what I want at the end of the day. And if we get Mbeumo, if he's the right player for Ruben Amorim, I trust Ruben Amorim, of course, absolutely. Sal, word on side rating content creators. I don't know nothing about that. At the end of the day, he probably wouldn't mention me, Matata, so I'm not too bothered about it. At the end of the day, wouldn't mention me, but good luck to him. If you think that someone who's can't even look after his rating transfers, someone who can't even look after his own cholesterol, if you take that for gospel, I think that you'd be a bit of a fool, wouldn't you? At the end of the day, maybe he should rate his weight. Rate your weight at the end of the day. Let's do that. Let's all get on the scales, shall we? Let's do that. Let's do a new stream. Rate your rate. Bing, 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 bing. Saeed, you're 24 stone. You need to get in the gym. Absolutely. There you go. That is my opinion on rating content creators. Mate, he was given a platform for Mark Goldbridge, mate. They all were. At the end of the day, without social media, they'd be the nothing. They'd be under the street. They'd be under the street, you know what I mean? Playing the violin. No, he wouldn't be able to play the violin. Too many chubby fingers. But yeah, definitely. At the end of the day. Big up, Pearl. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Absolutely. Good to see you, of course. Guys, absolutely. Big up, Pearl. The legend in the house, of course, guys. Absolutely. But yeah, look, guys, this is Chatterbox. I don't give a damn at the end of the day. I don't give a damn about those guys. I don't care about those guys. They can say whatever they want. Greasy Subway fingers eating mother. And if they tell me, if they go and you know what their excuses, their chin moves more than their bloody legs. You know what? At the end of the day, if they tell me, oh, you're just jealous, bruv, mate. Listen, mate. I am too old. You know what I mean? I do this for fun. And at the end of the day, you want to talk about that at the end of the day, right? Let's talk about that at the end of the day. You want to come on the show? That's absolutely. Sai's been on the show, by the way. But you know what? There's lots of. You know what? He started it. Big up. Michael Arthur is on my tablet and Michael Branthwaite on my lap. Big up. Thank you, Michael. I'll check that out, my friend. Rate your weight. Tariq Shaheen. Big up, Tariq, my friend. Big up, big up. Big up, Sound Chat. Big up, Darkroom, my friend. Big up yourself. Big up, of course, at the end of the day. Guys, did you see the clown orchestrating the free kick on internationals the other day? I'm done with this fool. Jamie, remind me who you talking about. Who you talking about, mate? I can't remember. I can't remember what you're talking about. Sorry, mate. My memory is deceived. It's eluding me. It's eluding me. If Manchester United decide to sell Onana and replace Onana at Trafford Stadium, if Manchester United decide to sell Onana, who replace Onana? There's many, mate. There's many. There's Vitek. I like the Brighton goalkeeper, of course. There's many players that I do like in regards to goalkeepers that I think will fit the bill perfectly. I like Donnarumma. I think he's a fantastic player, absolutely fantastic player. James Trafford, of course, guys, players like that, you know what I mean, who are up and coming as well. So, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, absolutely. Big up, Danny. Big up, of course. Damn, shots fired, cholesterol. Yeah, at the end of the day, he needs to think about that number. The only important number in Said's life right now is that number. And I'm telling it as a brother. I'm not saying nothing, right? Alhamdulillah, right? At the end of the day, right? The only thing he needs to do is concentrate on that number rather than rating everyone else at the end of the day. Guys, at the end of the day, is it 46? Is it 40? Is it 48? Is it going down or is it going up? What's it going at the end of the day? What we should do, guys, we should have a treadmill challenge, guys. That's what we should do. We should all have a treadmill challenge. Each one of us, guys, live on stream, have a treadmill challenge. And what we do, we cut the screen into 4 little bits and I'm on a treadmill, Sides on a couple of treadmills, and then you got Mark on one treadmill, you got Rants on one treadmill, you got Flex on one treadmill, and let's go for it. And let's see who runs the furthest. Bear in mind, run 2 marathons, guys. 2 marathons, right? So let's see who runs the first, and let's see. Absolutely, that is what matters most in life, of course. Big up, Danny B. Big up, big up, big up, of course. Free cholesterol. Absolutely, mate. Free cholesterol. That is what it's all about. Free cholesterol kid. It's the cholesterol kid. He's got a burger. It's the cholesterol kid. Absolutely, definitely. My goodness me, mate. My goodness me. This guy sweats from flipping, you know what I mean? Talking. This guy sweats. Do you know what I mean? He's like that guy out of, what's it? It's Coolio, Gangster's Paradise. Kicking the most on lies, living in the gangster's paradise. That guy. Boo, 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 boo. Like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, flipping heck, mate. You know what I mean? You could place files in his tiles. You know what I mean? You could place files in his tiles. And this man's talking about rate content creators. Like he's some sort of don, mate. You're broke, mate. Shush. Shush it. Shush. 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 You know what I mean? At the end of the day. And I don't care. At the end of the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, gone. That is all that matters. Absolutely. Michael. Sal, do you have any updates on Manchester United Stadium, which is the Wembley Stadium in Manchester? Yes, Man United have unveiled plans for this stadium, the new stadium of Manchester United, of course, guys, which will be coming soon to your airways real soon, guys. Planning hasn't started yet. Planning hasn't been confirmed, but you know what? You've seen the stadium, haven't you, Michael? What do you think of it? What do you think of it? Onana, definitely, of course. Jamie talking about Onana. Big up, Jamie. Big up, of course. And big up Onana. Onana, what shouldn't be? I think Onana would be sold at the summer. I think he should be, in my humblest of opinion, guys. I think he should be sold. Although, you know what? I don't know if we're going to sell him because I don't think that is a priority for Man United at the moment, guys. Absolutely not at the moment. But guys, I want to thank everyone for joining me today. I am leaving a little bit early today, but thank you everyone who's joined me for Chatterbox. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash a like on the video if you guys can do that. It's been a great show. Welcome to Chatterbox. This is what it's about. It's controversial, but we speak the truth, guys. We speak the truth. Cheers, Shah. Thank you. The new moderator, Shah. Big up, Shah, of course. Absolute legend. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you soon when I see you guys. Take it easy. I'm Sal Warner. This is Chatterbox. Guys, cut the video, post the video, keep doing it. I don't care. Have a good day, Mr. Jamie. Thank you so much. SLD, have a great day, my friend. Ran out of goal for Cameron and Bremo to take. Oh, okay. That guy needs to stay in goal. That's what I would say. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's fantastic for the club. So absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Big up. Big up, Sal. Big up, Kenny, my friend. Big up yourself. Have a great day. Have a fantastic day. I'm Sal Warner. This is Chatbox. Take it easy. See you tomorrow for Breaking Dawn. And keep your notifications on. You never know what might happen in the future, do ya? Take it easy, guys. Peace.